A cold, snowy day in Virginia. A nice, warm, toasty fire. And cooking another great meal in the foodie. What a great day, guys. Let's get started. Welcome to Scott Cooks. Tonight I'm going to be making stuffed meatballs, cranberries and cheese stuffed meatballs in the Ninja Foodi on the new Grill Grate Sear and Sizzle. We're going to be also cooking up some of these extra wide egg noodles in the Ninja Foodi. So we'll be serving the meatballs over some buttered egg noodles. You guys ready? Let's get this thing started. This is an open bag of egg noodles, but I believe there's approximately a little less than 8 ounces remaining. We'll just call it 8 ounces for the sake of measuring. Let's go ahead and drop those in the Foodi. Okay, we're going to call that 8 ounces of pasta. So for every 4 ounces of pasta, you put in 1 cup of liquid. I've got about 8 ounces in there. Means we're going to put in 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water going in. For every 4 ounces of pasta, you should put in a half a tablespoon of oil or butter. So we need 1 tablespoon of oil or butter. Tonight I'm just going to use oil. Sometimes I use butter. And mostly this step is to keep the frothing from spitting out of the vent. That's mostly what this is for. By the way, I used grapeseed oil this time, but any good oil will do the trick. I'm going to throw a little seasoning in. Don't need much because the meatballs are going to be very flavorful. And I'm also going to put just a little bit of the Better Than Bouillon chicken base in there just to give the noodles a little flavor. Now I am about out of this, so I'm basically just going to be scraping the bottom. So I'm not going to be able to measure this, but this is going to be about a half a teaspoon maybe. Yeah, I just wanted to finish this up with something, and this is a perfect thing to finish this up with. Yeah, about a half a teaspoon. So just need another spoon to scrape that off with. Let me get down to the liquid part there. And if you never use this Better Than Bouillon, I really suggest you give it a try. It's not super cheap, but a little bit of it goes an awful long way. And man, you talk about adding some flavor to something. It is pretty amazing. Let me show you that one more time. I've also got the beef and got some other ones out there too. All right, that's that. You take half of the package's lowest time. All right, this thing says 7 to 9 minutes, so I'm going to take 7 and I'm going to round it to 8. Okay, take half of that 8, and that's 4. Subtract 2, 2 minutes, y'all. So we're going to pressure cook this for 2 minutes. And I just finished washing my pressure cooker top. I got to get the seal back in it, so let me pause you right there. I do have a video out there I'll link to on how to clean this pressure lid. I completely disassembled it, removed the seal, everything. Anyway, lid's on. Flip that thing over to seal. Power up. Pressure defaults to high. Remember what I just said. 2 minutes is what we're after. I'll put those instructions in the description. They're in all of my descriptions where I make pasta. It's just a simple, easy way to make perfect pasta every single time. All right, as soon as that pasta's done, we're going to do a quick release. We're going to get it out, get it under some cold water, stop the cooking, and we'll get our grill grate in, get it preheated, and throw on these meatballs. Okay, that was 2 minutes. Release the pressure. All right, when the button drops, which it just did, it's safe to remove the lid. You always want to give it a little bit of a rock. See all that water pouring out of it? If your sink is handy, you can just kind of roll it back and run for the sink. I'm just going to set it right here on my stove top for now. And I want to show you what these noodles look like, and I need to get them out. All right, I'm going to get those over into the sink in a strainer, run some cold water on them, stop the cooking. All you want to do is cool them down to stop the cooking. You don't want to wash. You don't want to wash them because we've got all the good, the oil and the spices and the better than bouillon seasoning on there. So we just want to use a sprayer is what I did. Just cool it a little bit, and then just let them sit in the sink while we cook the rest of the meal, and we'll reheat them up here in a little bit. Let's get ready for meatballs. All right, let's talk about this grill grate real quick. This is the stand that goes on the bottom of your crisping basket. Comes with every Ninja Foodi. Okay, so normally you take it in this position, you snap it right up underneath the basket, and it sits on the bottom of the pot like that. Okay, what we're going to do is roll it over. We're going to take our grill grate and just set it on top. Of course, this will be down inside the Foodi. And what this does is elevates this up closer to the top, gives it a flat surface to sit on, and it works perfect. I've done it this many times. That's how we're going to cook our meatballs. We're going to put this in the Foodi like this, get this thing preheated, layer it up with meatballs, and grill them up. Okay, grill grate, sear and sizzle, installed into the Foodi. Lid down. Foodi on. Throw it on broil. Default to whatever, doesn't matter. Let's give it 5 minutes. We're going to get that thing hot. Give it a good 5 minutes. And no, I did not spray it. I didn't oil it. I didn't do anything because I don't have to. This is not a non-stick surface, but it is a pretty amazing piece of metal that over time becomes non-stick. So the first couple times I used it, I coated it in oil. Second time I used it, or third time maybe, I sprayed it with a little Pam, and that's it. I've never sprayed it since. I don't need to. I haven't had anything stick to it since. This is a really amazing piece of metal. I don't really even know what it is. It looks like aluminum. I don't know if it is aluminum or not. We're giving this 5 minutes, y'all. I think I mentioned, oh, we got our 5 minutes. I think I mentioned these are frozen. Rock hard. Look at all those cranberries and cheese just falling out of that thing. All right, y'all. Let's load her up. I think 10 should do it. We have this is a meal for 2 people, 5 apiece. Should be fine. It's pretty good sized meatballs. Just leave them right like that. Gonna lower the top. Don't forget we already knocked 10 minutes off our time, so we gotta reset our time. I'm gonna set it total for 15. And away we go. Now I'll be rolling these over about halfway through, so in about 8 minutes or so, I'll roll these meatballs over. Hey, remember those noodles? I just threw 2 tablespoons of real salted butter on top. I'm gonna just let that melt down, get a little room temperature while I'm doing these, and then I'll probably just chuck it in the microwave for a couple seconds, finish it off. And I'm gonna tell you what, they're some of the best noodles. That better with bouillon and the Himalayan pink salt, pepper, garlic. Wow, you could just make a meal with this. It's just amazing. All right, y'all, we got 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and flip these things over. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And you might notice, did not spray this thing at all. Looks great. And tiniest little bit of stick right there, but pretty much no sticking. It does not have a non-stick surface, so you know it's going to be a little sticky occasionally. But anyway, Yeah, see, that one won't stick. As soon as I said something. Oh, I see what happened. See what happened there? The cheese leaked out the bottom. That'll do it. Cheese is gonna stick to stuff. That's a good looking cheese too. Anyway, all I'm doing is rolling these over. This is not even gonna take the full 15 minutes. I don't think. It's looking pretty good right now. All right, away we go. We're gonna check these again in what? 4 minutes, I guess. And make sure we're not burning anything up. Alright, best way to tell if these are ready. Oh boy, they're looking good. Just take a random one, pop it on a plate here. We need to just cut into it real quick. Grab a fork. Well, I had a fork. Okay, got a fork. First off, we want to know, is it thawed? And second off, we want to know, is it cooked? Well, I can tell you right there, that's not cooked. The cheese is frozen in the middle. Yeah. Outside feels okay. So we're going to pop that back in. And we're going to have to be careful with our times so that we don't accidentally burn them up before they're ready internally. So I think we are going to finish this time up, but we're going to have to roll them around a few times to keep them from doing bad things. So I'm going to roll them right now. Okay, well that was pretty good. I just gave them a quick roll, and most of them have cheese oozing out. It's just, I think I picked the one that didn't, but regardless, they're looking pretty good. So I think this 5.5 minutes, so total time of 15, should finish it up. That's 5 minutes on the timer. I know you want to see what I see. Cheese coming out everywhere. And that's a good sign. All right, guys, I cut it with 2 minutes left. You can see why. That's the one I split earlier. It's all melted up. It's fantastic. Let's get this plated. There you have it. Buttered egg noodles cooked in the Ninja Foodi, along with meatballs with cranberry and cheese, cooked on the Sear and Sizzle by Grill Great. If I can get you zoomed in on that. These are going to be so good. And we are going to have a little broccoli spears to go with it. Didn't cook that in the foodie, so I didn't show it, but there it is. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Click that like button and the bell for notifications. Check the description. Patreon links, ingredients, stuff like that. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys give it a try or something similar. Take it easy, y'all.